time, die time. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Good evening, people. Good evening, video gamers and developers around. Oh, the music. Good evening, players and developers. Good evening, curious people. And people that wants to know what we will be able to do today. Well, I hope we can finish the secret passages. I hope we can. Let's see. Yup, I'm ready. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. So yesterday we reached a good point. Basically, the point that we reached yesterday is that we can flag an object in the level as a secret. We can detect the secret. We can go through the secret when it's detected, right? And that we have seen that actually it works properly also for the generated dungeon, which was kind of the hard part, right? I don't remember what I did here, but I was editing this thing. I was probably typing something and then I forgot. Okay, anyway. So what we want to do today is to complete that functionality, and I'm thinking what I have to do, right? Because it's not always that easy. Hello, Proxent. Hey, I'm good. What are you? How are you? How are you today? I'm trying to think what I have to do to actually complete the functionality. So what do we want? We want to switch a door with the end connector, right? And so I think what we have to do, we have to create a new section of our configurable dungeon, which are actually the secret passage connectors, right? Which in theory should be equal to the endings, but I don't think can be all of them, right? I think we need a subset, so I think it will be better anyway to configure it like we did for everything else. So our dungeon object as a configuration section, which now is pretty big, is all of this, right? This is all the configuration. And the configuration includes also definition for the doors and definition for the end pieces, right? And I think we need a definition for the secret passages, which, by the way, I think will be identical to the end piece, to one of the end pieces, right? But I cannot use all the end pieces, because if I do that, it will not work. So I need to define and I think we can call it this way, secret ending pieces, right? Now this one will have to be configured. Now I don't know in how many places I have this, but I assume it is quite a bit. For example, in the interesting. In the delete, I don't delete probably because the room gets deleted together with the. It's kind of strange. Huh? Are the doors deleted a different way? I think they are added as a component of the. Yeah, they are added as a component of the room. I think. But actually, I'm doing spawn actor, right? I'm doing spawn actor. Wait a second. Wait a second. Boom. Let's change the scene. Now we are here. No, I'm trying to understand, right? How do we remove the? How do we remove this stuff? Spawn door actor. Wait a second. Wait a second. I want to understand how this works. Yeah, exactly. We put it in door instances. Why is not finding? Because one thing is door pieces and the other is door instances. Okay, my bad. My bad. Okay, so we need two things. We need the door. Yeah, we need the ending, secret ending pieces, and then we need the secret ending instances, which is not part of the configuration, but is something that we keep. Probably I put it at the end, hopefully. Yeah, I put it here. I put it here. So this would be called secret ending instances, okay? And now this one, yeah, this is what I wanted to do, right? Exactly. So we have to copy pretty much this. Delete all secret ending and endings. So we do the we have to do the cleanup, right? Like we do for everything else. And then we have to do the addition. Now the addition number of doors spawned. Yeah, I think we should also say number of secret passages spawned, right? Endings. Okay, because I think this one we use it in the exactly. We use it in the dungeon status, so we will add that as well. And here we can call it secret doors, it's fine. Okay. So we also have it here. Fine. Fine. So now we actually need to place the secret door, right? We have to place the secret door. So to place the secret door, we have to go in the section that is dedicated to the door pieces, right? Which is here. So here we are spawning a door, right? And we are deciding if that's a door or something else, right? I think we can do it inside of this, or we can create another function, but in theory it's exactly the same as the door. It's absolutely identical. So let me see. Spawn the door with no locks or traps. Wait a second. This will be an interactable? No, because you cannot right click on it. You should not be able to right click on it. You should not be able to right click. Because otherwise it's too easy, right? You just right click on the wall and you see the secret passage, so that's too easy. So it must work the same way we do it with the endings. But I think that depends on. Okay, so this will never work. Spawn door actor will never work. I see. We have to decide where to do it. We have to decide if we want to do it in this function, which is actually the one that is spawning the door connection between the two rooms. Because if we do it here, because here there are a number of reasoning, right? There is a reasoning like is there a pedestal or not, right? I don't understand how the pedestal is actually. I'm a bit confused. Man. Secret ending pieces, right? Secret ending pieces should be connection and BP. Do we want this or no? I mean, the question is, does he have to be... Does he has to be a BP? Because in this case, like this wall, right, is inside a blueprint. Is inside a blueprint. Which at the end is a component actor. I mean, I think I'm fine, but it's a bit different than what we tested. Because actually we tested it on a wall, which is a static mesh inside a blueprint actor. This one will be a blueprint actor inside a blueprint actor. No? No, actually no. Actually no. This will be a separate actor. Okay. Okay, let's try to put this guy. So connection and BP, right? So this will be our secret ending piece. Will be connection and... cannot do it. No, wait. Connection and BP. Okay, I can. Okay. Okay. So this would be my secret ending piece, right? Now the question is, do we want to do it on spawn door connection? Good question, bro. Something I don't really understand. So this one is 556. This one is 507, right? I don't understand what is preventing this from triggering even before. Probably because we set riddle. I'm a bit confused about this. Riddle on the last room. Okay, so we trigger riddle on I don't understand how this works. Anyway, it works, so I'm not going to... I'm very confused of why and how, right? This function is called only for the last door and not... and not... on all the doors, right? Because this check is only checking if the pedestal has been spawned or not, right? And this is checking for the riddle, which is something that is set on the dungeon at the beginning. Father loot location greater than 0. Yeah, okay, and this is fine, but here is already spawning. So why this doesn't happen at every single room? I don't know. I'm confused, but that, I mean, that works. So I would say let's not touch it. Spawn door on connection. Sorry, why we have this function declared twice? Ah, no, it's just a declaration implementation. Okay, sorry. And it is where we call it. Okay, no, sorry. Okay, so so the basic question is, do we want the secret passage to be spawned instead of a door? Instead of a door, or do we want to have a separate algorithm for that? Spawn door. Spawn door. I'm thinking a bit, guys, because I need to understand where to do this. I think it should be inside of this, right? But what is confusing me a lot is this thing, right? So how? Spawn door with no lock, so try. Because if I put the secret passage inside of this function, right? It will then be locked, right? So there is a chance that this thing is getting locked. Let me debug it 1 second, because I don't understand how it's possible that this thing is working. There is a missing information here in the comments, right? Because this riddle, right? This riddle, which is saying riddle on the last room, right? But this riddle is set at the beginning, so there is a configuration thing. So this one will be true all the time, right? and pedestal spawned will be false all the time at the beginning, right? So basically this check for a dungeon that has because we start from the end. Because we start from the end, that's why. I understand it now. I understand it now. I understand it. I understand it. We start from the last room and then go backward, and so this will be the first one to be placed. Yeah, this is why this check is actually working. Okay, now I understand it. Now I understand it. Okay, fine. Okay, so this we run only once. And on this one, the question is, do we want the last door to be a secret passage? I would say absolutely not, right? Because it's too complex. I mean, we have the pedestal that is opening the door, we have the teleport. I mean, it's too complex. So I think we need to change this guy. And we need to say, we need to have a boolean. Which is can be secret passage, right? And this boolean will be like this, it works. And so here that we are spawning the pedestal and all of that, we will set it automatically as false. But here we will say true. Now I don't want to, if you want to have, do we want to have secret passages only from a certain difficulty up or not? Because we could have like the dungeons at level 1, 2, and 3 to be without secret passages. I mean, in theory, it could be a configuration, right? But I don't want to add another configuration parameter to the dungeon now, because I have to change the UI again. I have to change the client server messages. I have to change the UI, right? Then. So I think I will put it. Random. I mean random meaning. Okay. So we will do this. We will. Because this piece of code is just spawning a door between two rooms, right? So if I have, oh my god, the white. So if I have one room, if I have one room, right, and there is another room next to it. So there is a room, right, and there is another room that is just next to it, right. And here there is a door, right? What the code is doing is checking the connection, because we have a concept of connection between the rooms, right? So it knows that there is a connection, and on the connection, if it's not an ending, right? Because it could be an ending, and in that case it needs to be barred out, it needs to be closed, right? If there are actually two real rooms connected, it's checking if we want to have a door, right? And so basically what we are going to say now, we're going to say, oh, can be a door or can be a secret passage, right? Which is basically this function, right? Rotate the door 90 degrees compared to the connection. That I don't know exactly if it's the same with the ending. Rotate the 90 degree to connection. Seems to be similar, but seems to be similar actually. So probably it's working the same with the connector. The only thing that this thing is doing is just spawning the door by randomizing the available door pieces and then putting a door piece on it. And then, the problem is that, yes, we assume that this is an interactable actor. In reality, it can be something else. I mean, in our case, would not be an interactable actor because the BP ending is just a normal actor, it's not an interactable. So you cannot right click on it, right? So let me check if we have to redo this function completely for the secret passages or if we can reuse it and just having a kind of an if error there, right? So this part will have to be changed. This part will be the same. And this is the part that it doesn't really work, right? Why we need this function to return interactable? I don't understand. I think it's not a good idea. I think it's not a good idea. This one should be just an actor. Just an actor. So interactable actor is deriving from PS item actor. We don't even care that it's a PS item actor actually. I think we can go directly with a actor. I mean, unless we want to trap it, but I think that trapping a secret passage is a bit weird, right? I mean, it's already a secret passage, why you have to trap it? I mean, you can have a trap in front of it, but having a trap in the secret... So yeah, I think I will change this to be... I will change this to be a actor. And this will be... And this will be a resulting door or something like that. Actor door. Right? It will be actor door. And so now... fuck. Yeah, but I think it's good though. Because we can cast here to interactable, and if it's in interactable, we continue. If not, we don't, right? Yeah, exactly. I think it's good. I think it's actually good. So the interactable will work only from if it's a real door, we can lock it or else, right? Or we can so I think we can do this. We can have we can have our actor door returned here, right? And probably we will need it also here. But here, here is the same. It's exactly the same. But here we are sure there is an interactable. Here we are 100% sure there is an interactable. Because yes. Because the secret passage is false, right? So basically this cannot fail. Right, because for the pedestal room we do not spawn the secret passage but a door, right? So this one will never fail. This one will never fail, and everything else goes. But yeah, so I'm not even checking it, right? I'm not even checking it. While here I have to check it, because if interactable door wait, because so if it's not an interactable door, what do? We just return. Let me see, because we don't want to set the lock difficulty, right? But we still have to add the door instance, otherwise we lose it. Yeah. No, I think we can just avoid this check, because anyway this check is here, right? Only if it's an interactable door we do this. And then at the end we add, oh fuck, but this one probably is requiring an actor. No. Well, no, is an actor. So we can add the actor door, right? Yeah, exactly. We can add actor door here, which is the same guy just before the cast, right? So I think that this part works. And this part interactable door. Yeah, this one is correct. Okay, so this is correct and this is correct. Now we didn't basically do anything for now. We just prepared the code, right, to actually generate the secret. So now everything is ready in this function to decide I would do it a bit differently, right? So if we don't have an actor here, we return false. But if we, but here we assume that no, and this is the problem, right? So we don't want to do this. So if it's a door, if it's a real door, right, we set the interact distance, right? If not, we just skip this part, right? And now, okay, so now also this part of the code is ready to be used also by our, okay, so instead of spawn the door, I think we need to decide I think here we need to decide right, so there is the place. There is the place that we worked on, that we worked the last half an hour to arrive to this moment. And we are finally here. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. We are finally here. So how do we decide if it's a secret passage or a door? Huh? How do we decide? Well, I think it's just random. We just randomize 50-50? No, 50-50 is too much. So how many secret passages you want for every door? So if our dungeon has 10 doors, right? How many secret passages we should have? Should it be based on the difficulty or not? Is a secret passage harder than a door? I don't know if it's harder, because actually the door can be locked, can be trapped, and can be brute forced. I mean, can be stuck, while a secret passage is just a secret passage. So actually a secret passage, I may argue that is easier than a door, right? Yeah, it is actually easier than a door. So should we say that 30% of the doors are secret passages? Or 20? The problem is that is a randomization, right? So if I do 20, you may have 0 or you may have 20%, right? Because you may always hit, you may also always hit outside. But I think it's okay to have some random secret passage, so they are not always there. I think I kind of like it. So if you have a dungeon, you know, that is, I would say 20% probably is a reasonable amount. I think 20% is a reasonable amount. Do you have an opinion on that, guy? Like if I have a door here, a door here, a door here, a door here, and a door here, right? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 doors, excluding the starting one. If I have 5 doors, are you okay to have a 20% chance, right? So basically one of the 5 to be a secret passage, but we will probably exclude the first door, right? I don't want the first door to be a secret passage. I think it would be very annoying. I think it should be, well, not the first and not the last, right? I mean, if it's the first door, I think the first door is a bit annoying. Maybe we have to require a certain size of the dungeon to actually have a secret passage. Yeah, that would be kind of a good idea, I would say. Like, if you have a dungeon of only 5 rooms like this, probably it doesn't make sense to have a secret passage, right? Unless is like this side. But yeah. So what is the algorithm, right? What is the algorithm to decide? The parameters that we have are the length, right? The current, what we call the current room, which is basically, so that is 1, that is 2, that is 3, oops, that is 4, that is 5, and this is 6 for the current room. But for the current path, I think it's called path length or something like that. How it's called? Current level. For the current level, right? The current level is, I don't remember if it starts from 1. I don't remember if the current level. What the fuck? Huh? Current level. Why I don't have it on the room actually? Current level, current level, current level. Where do we increment this current level? It's so weird. Huh? Shouldn't we increment this by 1? No? Huh? Wait. Wait a second. Ah, because it's here. I plus 1. Current number. Current. Because the level is decided. Distance from the starting node is 1 at the entrance. Okay. So the current level is equal to this. 1 is at the end. So the current level will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and 5, right? So basically it's the distance of the room compared to the entrance, right? So it is the way it is. Now we are starting from the end, so we are starting from here. We are starting from here and we go backward, right? That's supposed to be an arrow, yes. And we go back. We start from there and we go backward. So do we want to do any reasoning on... But I'm not completely sure that we go backward. I think we go backward in the generation. In the generation of the logic, but I think we go forward in the spawning of the dungeon. Yeah, in fact we do +1, right? Spawn door actor does not have that information though. It doesn't know what is the current difficulty and positioning path, right? It doesn't know. I think we need it. We need it for the secret passage, actually. I think we need to add positioning path and high difficulty. Because otherwise, how do we decide, right? How do we decide if we don't have those two parameters, right? Okay, so now we have those two parameters there. So we can use the difficulty if we want. We can say, for example, that secret passages are spawning only at above difficulty 3, maybe. But this doesn't tell you anything about the size of the dungeon, right? No, but we have it. We have the size of the dungeon because that's actually a default variable in our dungeon start, right? Which is, I think, is like room number or something like room. This is the number of common rooms. Dungeon start for sure has, yeah, exactly, number of rooms, right? Number of rooms. So if we want, we have number of rooms, right? If we have number of, so what else we have? We have number of rooms. We have number of rare. We don't care too much. We have the dungeon difficulty. Hello. Hello, Spirit of Steel. Hey, hey. Thank you for the follow and welcome. We are working on our dungeon generator. And we are trying to have the secret passages properly placed between rooms, right? And I'm trying to define how do I want the algorithm pretty much of deciding if I want to, if the secret passage is there or not, right? So why is why we are passing in the difficulty if because probably that difficulty is in percentage compared to what? That's a bit weird, huh? That we are passing in this. Why we are passing in a variable that we have anyway? Huh? That's kind of weird, huh? Difficulty. It's kind of funny. Ah no, because here I'm on another object. No, I'm on the same object. No, I'm on the same object. That is kind of funny. But wait, maybe because I do some reasoning? No. That is kind of stupid. So I'm passing into a function of my object, right? A parameter which is actually a member of the class. So I don't know why I did it this way. Maybe because originally I wanted this to be modified in the code. I don't know. At the moment it is completely redundant, right? I can just call dungeon difficulty there and loot quality as well, because these two parameters are sitting here on our right, on our object. So that's completely useless that I passed them through. Am I missing something or what? No, it's completely useless. I don't know why I did it. I was smoking weed or what? I mean, the positioning path, obviously you have to pass, right? Because it's calculated. And the difficulty scaled also probably needs to be passed in, because it's a combination of different parameters. Fine. But these two are completely useless, because I can call them at any time. But anyway, I have it pretty much everywhere in the code, so I have it everywhere, right? I mean, nearly everywhere I have to take a decision, right? I have my... now, this one... Okay, wait a second, because this one, get difficulty for room. That is the room difficulty. That is much better then. Okay, so that is modified by room. Difficulty scaled. I mean, I think in some cases, yes. But not in all the cases. I think in some of those functions actually makes sense, because I'm calculating it based on the current room difficulty, not on the overall difficulty, which is okay. Which is okay. So going back to okay. So going back to our discussion is, I don't need a difficulty here if it's the global difficulty, right? I don't need it, because the difficulty, I have it already, but I need a positioning path because it's calculated. And I don't know if I needed a room difficulty, but I don't think so, because I don't think the secret passage should be calculated based on that. I think you saw MMO game dev and instantly followed. Nice. We actually have a game running if you want to try it. Our game is released, but we are still improving it. So you can play it if you want. Are you a developer or a player, or just an enthusiast of development stuff? So the parameter we can use are the I don't understand exactly why. I don't understand exactly why it's doing this, right? Why is not giving me my difficulty? Exactly, my dungeon difficulty, right? For example, right? exactly. So the difficulty, we have it there, the number of rooms we have it here, and the loot we don't care, and the positioning path we have it here. So we have all the three parameters to make an algorithm, right? So how do we make it? We make it that, can we ask ChatGPT about it? We can. Do we want to ask ChatGPT how he would do it? Hi. I'm creating a dungeon. I'm creating a procedural dungeon with Unreal Engine. And I have to decide where to place a secret passage instead of a normal door. I have these parameters. The position of the room which is currently analyzed. Positioning path. The total number of rooms in the dungeon. Number of rooms. And the dungeon difficulty, which can be from 1 to 10, where 10 is the highest, right? I have a method called spawn door actor, where I decide if the door should be substituted with the secret door, right? Right. So I would like the secret passage to be what? To be, I mean, for sure, not the first, not the first door, and not the last, right? And I want about 20% of the doors to be secret passages. Boom. Let's see what he's saying. To implement your secret passage logic, you can make a key consensus. Your first door is a secret passage. 20% is a possible approach. Oh my god, it's creating a million functions, bro. I just wanted to have a simple thing. What? Calculate the chance of secret paths influenced by difficulty. What? Divided by 100? I mean, my dungeon difficulty is going from 1 to 10. It's going from 1 to 10, right? So if I do 1 divided by 100, if I do 10 divided by 100, it will be 10. This doesn't work. As usual, ChatGPT is providing completely useless code. Ensure the last door is never a secret passage, and you guarantee the first door is a secret. Guarantee the first door is a secret passage, bro. I said exactly the opposite. Ah no, sorry. I mistyped. I would like the secret passage to not be for sure the first door and not the last. Okay, but anyway. So it's just checking like this. Hey bro, but the last door position, you don't have it. You have the number of rooms. You don't have the last position. You don't know if that position is actually the last, which is kind of annoying. How do we know it? We don't know. We don't know if we are in the... So the last actually is not... Well, we know the maximum level, I guess. Yeah, but we don't know the length of the current path. Is positioning path a percentage or what? I think positioning path may be a percentage now that I think about it. Is it? Yeah, it's a percentage. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, positioning path actually is a percentage. Is a percentage. I remember it's a percentage. Because it's the max length of the current path. Yeah. Fantastic. Ah, that makes things so much easier. So much easier. So if we want to exclude now, we don't know the length of the. We don't know the length, but if we take. That's kind of annoying though. I mean, okay, let's do this. I think I decided. So we will do this. We will do, if the number of rooms is greater than, I would say at least 10, okay? So require the dungeon to have at least 10 rooms, right? That would be the minimum, right? So then we require that the dungeon difficulty is at least 4, right? Which is, because I was thinking to put like 3, like 1 to 3, 4 to 6, 7 to 10, right? So to have like 3 tiers, right? 3 tiers, right? Greater or equal to 4, greater or equal to 10, right? So if this is the case, right? Okay. If this is the case, then we do what? Then we randomize. So if it's at least 10, I think I can cut off the first 20%, right? Because it means that this positioning path will be divided by 10. So I have 0.1, 0.2, right? And so we can say that, so we do, so we want the secret doors to be in the middle, right? In the middle of the path length, right? Roughly. So we can say that if my positioning path is equal or greater than 0.2 and the positioning path is less than or equal than 0.8, right? So it's not the last, it's not the first, right? Right, then we are good. Okay, so then we can randomize. And how do we randomize? Well, I think we just say, that 20%. I think we just randomize. But if I do f rand range, isn't that already, right? If I do f rand range, isn't that already, I know, is f rand, okay. F rand is already between 0 and 1 as a float, right? So if this one is less than 0.2, right? So 20% chance, right? Then it is a secret door. Right? Okay. Then it is a secret door. I think it's reasonable. This thing is reasonable, right? So it's not putting secret doors at the beginning, at the end of the dungeon. It's not putting in dungeons that are too small or too simple, right? And I think it's reasonable. Right? So now what do we have to do? Now, if is a secret door, if is a secret door, I think that now I have to do this, but for the other one, right? So here we need to have a big if else. I think I have to do this. Well, actually, this can be. I think I can reuse a lot of this code actually. Because this can be the same, identical. This can be identical. It's just that I take it from door pieces instead of, right? Can I do can I do this or no? No. Can I do this? Okay, I can do this. So in theory we can do it. Does this work? Okay. In theory we can do it like this. So we can randomize right separately, and then we can run all of this the same for both, right? Now the only difference is that I definitely need this piece, and this piece is specific, right? I mean, this is a critical error which will never happen, by the way. But we just put it there in case we redo the dungeon and we find out that, you know, we missed the definition. But the definition, we did it in blueprints and it's there, and so we have that. Hello, Marcellum. Good afternoon to you. Randomize between available ones, right? So sorry, I'm doing it the opposite, but it's fine. And now it starts to make sense, but it's still wrong. Okay, now it's better. So if it's a secret door, we just check that we have at least, right? We need to have at least one piece to use, right? And then we randomize it between the available ones. We choose one. In our case, it's only one guy for the secret door, but maybe more in the future. And this is the chosen piece, right? When I have my chosen piece, and here I do it for the door if it's not a secret door. Okay, and when I have my chosen piece, which is actually a subclass of actor, I place it exactly in the same place. I place it, so spawn the spawn the actor, whatever. Right, so here we are spawning the actor with our chosen piece, and we set the 3D scale, we set the replication, and now if it's a door, we set the interact distance, right? If it's if it's a secret door, we have to, if it's a secret, don't know what I did, but I pressed some weird, yeah, I think it's starting now. I pressed Ctrl Shift R probably, which probably means run. So we need to tag it, right? We need to tag it. So we just take this actor, and I hope we can tag it. How do I add a tag by? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, please. No, please. No, it must be possible. Come on. How do I add a tag to an actor? Holy shit. I just add, okay, direct. Okay, easy. Really? Like this, boom. There is no function. You just access the array and just enter stuff. Okay. So now the tag is what? Tag add fname. My tag. Why fname? Because tags is an array of f names. Okay, GG. Secret, right? Okay. So this is basically flagging the thing as a secret. Okay, I think we are done. I think basically, I mean, if this works, we are done. Because the rest is already working. You mean a player have to search on all the 4 walls of the 25 rooms you want to find a secret room? No, because you have not been paying attention yesterday. No, is only through a door. So instead of a door, so there is the wall, right? There is the wall. And there is a passage, right? This passage can be a door, right? Or it can be an ending, like that side of the dungeon can be closed, or it can be a secret passage. So you will have to check only where you see a passage like this, which may still be a number, right? But not that many. So in one room, there will be probably 0.2, I mean 20%, right? So not more than one. I think it's very unlikely there will be more than one in one room. So it's relatively easy, right? The problem is that you have to know it, right? You have to know that secret passages exist in the game, and you need to understand, and you need to decide that, oh, maybe there is a secret passage here, and you have to go and search it, right? Which not everyone will do. So I think there will be a long time, unless you guys that are watching the stream tell the people, right? It will be a long time where people will just say, oh, these dungeons are stupid, are super small. I cannot find anything in this dungeon. Right? Because they will not know that they have to search for a secret passage. Well, maybe we will have a quest. Maybe we will have like a starting quest or something that is teaching you about it, right? So that you don't go crazy and right? Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, my boys. Let's see what happens. So what we want to see that well, first thing we want to see, we just want to see that the secret passage is actually spawned instead of a door, right? Which is basically wait, completely lost my way in here. GG. I cannot find it. Yeah. Okay. Which is basically this check, right? So this check needs to go through. Okay, so let's generate a dungeon of at least 10 rooms. At least 10 rooms. Difficulty at least 4. Rare rooms we don't care really. We can leave 3. Maybe let's do 15 so we have more chances to get... right, because it's 20% every time. So the more rooms we have, the more chances we have to get... a secret passage. Do we want to have a maximum number? Yeah, I think we should. I think we should have a maximum number. I mean, like if the randomizers start to hit secret passage, secret passage, secret passage, I think that we should stop it, right? I can put a kind of a check on that. Okay, so we create our thingy. So let's see, this one I don't care. I think we spawned exactly 0. Fuck. Yeah, we spawned exactly 0. Why? So we never arrived here. We never arrived here. Fuck. Okay. Let's generate another dungeon. Let's generate another dungeon. Identical. Dungeon 2. Ah, this, okay, up to here at least we arrive. But then depends if we hit the 0.2, right? Is this thing working or not? Okay, now we did it. So we got one secret door. We got one secret door, boys! I think maybe it's too little, I don't know. But we got one secret door. There is dungeon number 1, which is actually not the right one, because we generated 2 dungeons, so it's the dungeon above. Now, how the hell do we know? How the hell do we know where the secret door is? Good question. It can be anywhere. It can be absolutely anywhere. No! It can be absolutely anywhere, boys. So the problem is to find it now. Ouch. There it is. No, it's not the same color. Okay, for now it's kind of easy to find. There is a secret passage, I think, 100%. Because the other endings are ouch, don't kill me, please. The other endings will be different. Bro, I'm nearly dead. Yeah, we have to color the secret passage of the same skin, otherwise. But anyway, this is a secret passage, okay? 100%. Well, 100 I don't know, but very likely. Fuck, there is also a trap in front of it. Okay, we search the secret passages. It didn't work. I think it didn't work. Are we in breakpoints or what? No. Okay, it didn't work. So it means that the detection of this guy... It didn't work, huh? Okay. It means that the detection of this guy is not the way we expected. So... Okay, fine. Where is the line trace? Here. So let me do it again and see what we get as a trace. Right? As a trace, we got a static mesh actually, which is connection ending, connection end BP, perfect. So actually it is correct. So why? Okay, so it seems to be okay, but for some reason it's not. So the component will not have the tag, right? But the actor should have the tag. Yes, it does. Okay. Must be a static mesh. It's not a static mesh. Okay. Okay. Because it's a BP, yeah, true. Okay, I understand the problem. So the reason is failing is because when he arrives here, is requiring the actor to be a static mesh. So okay, so the problem is this. Our wall is a blueprint. That has inside a static mesh, right? Instead of being directly a static mesh. Right? So I think we can check that case as well, but the only problem is if we check that case, then what do? We use the static mesh inside for the collision, or do we use because in that case we become like if it's a component, right? Because in this case the static mesh is a component. Yeah, why is not seen as a component? That's weird, huh? Why? I mean, why this line trace is getting as a result the actor. Because the actor also has a collision. I don't think so. So you mean that the actor has a collision and then the static mesh inside is another collision, and so he's getting the one of the actor? That is a bit weird. Are there room on the other side of special loot or monsters? You don't know. Their part is like this, Hula, right? Is like a normal dungeon. Is like this dungeon. Is like this dungeon, right? And randomly, some of these doors become secret passages, right? So we don't know what's behind, but yeah, I mean, most likely there is something. Yes. I mean, there is the continuation of the dungeon for sure. So if I have a BP like this, right, with my static mesh inside, can I have two different collisions? Can I have a collision of my... No, I cannot. Exactly. So the collision is only on the static mesh. Yeah, exactly. So then why the... Why the line trace found an actor and it didn't find this component? Because this is actually a static mesh component, right? Which is the wall. Which is the wall inside the actor. That is a bit weird, huh? So the line trace finds the actor. I think it's easier if we actually change it with no, I cannot. Because I cannot spawn a static mesh if it's not an actor, no? What? Can I spawn a static mesh? Yeah, for sure I can. I do it all the time. No, because well, I can if he's a no, it needs to be an actor of some kind. The problem is that this one is a blueprint actor, which is different. I think we need to take this into account. Yeah, I think we need to take this into account. So we need to take into account that we may have also a BP actor. Now the problem is, if he's a BP actor, what do we do? If he's a BP actor, if he's a BP actor, we return the object. No way. Actually, because the place where we were exiting was here, right? Yeah, in fact, we should have this on the log. We should have this on the log, right? And now some time passed, but yeah, trying to operate on a non-static mesh, connection and BP. Right? Connection and BP. Trying to operate on a non-static mesh. Yep. Exactly. So I think if it's not a static mesh actor, we should still give it a chance, right? And the only problem is, how do I cast it to oh my god, it's impossible. No, I can get all the Can I get all the components of an actor even if it's not a BP act? I don't think so. Wait a sec. So if I take this object, can I get the components of these objects? I can. That's very nice. I did this already, so I can just copy my own code. No. Get component by class? No, it was like get components. I think it was like, I did this already. I did this already. I did this already. So, oh fuck, what is this? I don't know if I should cast it to a static mesh. No, no, this is wrong. This is wrong. I should cast to use static mesh component, right? Okay. So if our component, right, inside this thing, let me call it combp so we are sure we are not overriding any other stuff above. So if this guy has the tag secret on the... No, stupid man. We already checked the actor tag here. So we will not find another tag. We will not find another tag. So we assume that so we need to check if this is a static mesh again. Well, we extracted only the static meshes. Okay. We extracted only the static meshes. We extracted only the static meshes. The problem is that this is a component inside a static. So should I then... I cannot assign this. This will never work. This will never work. Oh, fuck. This will never work. Ay. So here we are in the right place, right? Because we got the component, which is basically is this wall, right? This wall. So and we saw that its parent actually has right? But can I then use the parent? So if we don't find any static mesh components inside of that, it's GG. Right? It's GG. We cannot do anything. If we find at least one, right? If we find at least one, then what do? We use this static mesh. No, we cannot use the static mesh actor because this is not working, right? This is not working. Right? Now, now the problem is that static mesh actor is invalid. Right? Static mesh actor is invalid. Static mesh actor is invalid. And here we have to get... We need to have a static mesh actor or something, right? But that is not a static mesh actor. So Oh, fuck. So how do we do it? We have another variable which is just a actor, or can we have this? But I don't think so, because if I have a generic actor, I cannot do this, right? So I will have to go at the component level. I have to go in this component level and actually disable the thing. I cannot do it on an actor. If I just have an actor, I don't think if I just have an actor, right? I don't think I can enable collision, right? It doesn't exist. Well, set actor enable collision. Do you think that this will work? Do you think that this is checking if there is a static mesh inside and is well, actually it's checking all the components inside, yeah? It's checking all the components inside. Okay, so maybe we have a chance that it works. Maybe we have a chance that it works. So if that is true, then we can change this to a actor. And if we change this to a actor, I do this. I do this, I just say, hey, now, I mean, this object is valid, believe me. And then it down here, I mean, if this works, it's kind of funny, but I think it may work. We will see. We also have to change the color of that. How do we change the color of that? How do we change the color? The color was wrong. The color was wrong. I have no idea. I have no idea how do we change the color at the moment. If we have a skin, yeah, wall skin, wall texture, chosen wall texture, chosen wall texture, room, wall texture. I don't remember how we do this. How do we color the endings? Unwrap, change wall texture, set material mesh. No, but we have to change the wall texture also on the ending, right? Dungeon end. Dungeon end wall texture. Oh fuck, we are. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Ay 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 ay. Ay 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 ay. Dungeon and all texture. Wait. No, there is a way. I believe. Spawn ending. Spawn ending. So in the same way we do this. I mean, it's a bit. This thing is a bit hard-coded, I have to say, but fine. So in the same way we do that, when we spawn at the door. Now, okay, it may work, let's see. Let's recompile and test this, because, okay. Should be fine. It should be fine. I think secret passages will be very confusing to people. The easiest for them will be actually to drop an item in front of it. Right? So like a marker. So that other people know that it's a secret door, and also when they come back. Because if the dungeon is simple, like it's 10 rooms, it's not a problem. But if the dungeon is 100 rooms, right? It start to be very scary to have a secret passage. I mean, maybe to have like 10 secret passages here and there, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, let's see. So what we want to see, first of all, we need to have the right chance to get a secret room, right? A secret thingy. So let's see if we get it. I can force it, actually. Okay, we got one. Now that we got one, we have to find it. Now that we got one, like in 15 doors, we only got one, but I think it's okay. I think it's not a bad. I think it's not a bad ratio. I don't think we want too many, right? So I think it's okay. So if we go to our generated dungeon, and now we search our secret passage, I will just go through all the doors by cheating. Oh no, this one I can open. Huh? For example, this guy. This guy can be a secret passage, or it can be just a normal ending, right? There is this freaking trap in front, but I'm going to do this. Right, so if I scan now, okay, we got something. We got this. Okay. It worked! It worked! It worked! But I cannot go through. Fuck. So it worked, but it didn't actually remove the collision. So fuck. Okay, yeah. That would have been too easy, huh? That would have been too easy. That would have been too easy. So it's not removing the collision. Are we sure of that? Because I had the break. Let me redo it 1 second. Let me redo it 1 second. Because actually I had the breakpoint. I don't know, maybe the breakpoint was blocking my movement. Let me try without the breakpoint. Huh? What? It's not working anymore. Why the trap is not active? Why the trap is not active? That's a bug, huh? Because I spawned, ouch, I spawned inside the room. He's not finding it again? He's not finding it again because he never removed it. So the undo doesn't work also. Because we have a way to say if the door has been already found or not, right? If it's already found, yeah. There is another problem. The other problem is the removal of the fuck. Yeah. Also here we need to consider the other case where but anyway, let's go one step at a time because anyway otherwise it's too complex. At the moment the removal of the collision is not working. The removal of the collision is not working. No. Removal of the collision is not working. No. It's not working. So let me try like this. We need to find a way. I mean, there is a way for sure. It's just that the code is a bit complex because actually we have three cases, right? So we have the case of a static mesh actor. We have the case of a static mesh component inside a BP. Where the static mesh component is the one flagged as a secret. And we have the case of a static mesh of an actor BP with inside a static mesh where the wall actor is flagged as secret. So these are three different cases, and in theory all three should work, right? All three should work for the detection of the secret, for the removal of the collision, and for the restore of the collision, right? So basically we have to test 9 things because it's 3 by 3. Right, we have to test 9 different things. Now, we are only testing 1 at the moment with this particular example, but it may break, right? It may break the other 2. I mean, the other 8. So, well, the detection actually works. So I think we only have 6 cases to test because it seems that the detection is anyway working in all cases, but yeah, it's a bit more complex than what I originally thought. Yeah, it's a bit more complex than But at the end, it's not hard, right? It's just a bit elaborate, right? But it's not. It's nothing hard, right? It's not. Fuck. This dungeon was too simple. You got only one room. I can force it. I can force the. I can force the secret door. Actually, I forced it. I forced it. Now we need to find it, as usual, which makes it a bit more complex. Ouch. Uh-oh. What the fuck? It cannot be this. I didn't see it. What? No, it cannot be the... I think it fucked up. It cannot be this. It cannot be. And in fact, it's not. What? How can this thing have 12 rooms? Ouch. What? Ah, because it was already... Ah, it was the second one. Okay, sorry, it was the second one. Okay, now. It was the second dungeon, it was the second dungeon. It was the second dungeon. It's somewhere here, but I don't know where. It feels like playing anyway. Ah! Can be this one. What? No, this one is completely fucked up. What? No, this one... This one cannot be. Why is in this position? Ah! It worked! Okay, the position is wrong though. Yeah, it worked the first time. Okay, it worked. It worked. I could go through, right? It worked. Now, the problem is that... Okay, it worked. That's very, very nice. So we basically did what we wanted to do. There are two problems. One is the positioning. That looks like this thing is not in the center, right? And I don't understand how it's possible, considering that I'm spawning it exactly like a door, and a door is in the middle. That is a bit weird, huh? I mean, it doesn't make a lot of sense because the actual connection point is here. I mean, the connection point is this line, which is where this wall should have been, right? Is it correct? At least we got the right color, so the coloring works. The coloring works. The position seems not to be the same. Strange. So we do a rotation of 90 degrees on the jaw, and then we do a Z of 100 to get the door level, so the vertical, right? The vertical positioning. And when we spawn the ending, let me see. When we spawn the ending, we do 100% on the Z and 90 on the jaw. I think probably the doors are positioned differently than the endings. I think it's strange though, it's very, very strange. It's very, very strange. But it worked. Which is the good news. Can we find another ending? There must be another ending for sure somewhere, because every room has 2 or 3 exits, right? So maybe here. No. Maybe here. Yeah, here. Unfortunately, we selected this ending and not the other one. Now, because I wanted to see if that was positioned. Yeah, but probably is not positioned at yeah, I think I understand. Can we have another ending? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you see that it's positioned not in the middle. But this means, what does it mean? It means that this ending actually looks different than a normal. Yeah. No, I think we should move the ending actually. I think the object should be moved, because this one, if you want this to work normally, let me think about it. Yeah. I think we should move it 50. I don't know if it's 50 or how much it is, but I think at the moment this object is not positioned as it should be. This is why it's moved forward. Okay, so that I'm gonna fix. So it will be positioned properly. And then the other problem that we have is the removal of the object as a trap that has already been found, right? Not a trap. A secret has already been found, right? That seems not to reset properly. I don't know why. But yeah, this connection ending. This connection ending. Can I move it? Because there is no default scene in between. I never understood exactly how that works. But anyway. So the problem is that if we put it here, because the door, wait a second. But you see that also the door is not. I mean, is the door exactly in the middle or not? We see this 1, 2, and this half piece, right? This half piece. One, two, and this half piece. Yeah, actually, the door seems to be exactly centered. The door is exactly centered. Why the door is exactly centered and my ending is not, considering that in the editor? By the way, here it doesn't even look centered. I mean, it looks like you see, it's not in 0, right? It's a bit more than 0. I don't know how much, but it's minus 130. Minus 30, so it's kind of a very weird position. Minus 30. So it is basically minus 60. Why? I mean, I can move it back and see what happens, but I'm a bit surprised of why, right? I'm a bit surprised of why. I mean, I can move it back, but if I put it here, there must be a reason, right? It's not that I put it here randomly, I guess. But in theory, it should be like this. Probably I didn't like the fact that it was looking like a passage, right? So I didn't like the fact that it was going in. You know what? We can use another one. But it should be looking the same. That's the point, right? Because if it doesn't look the same, then it's too easy to discover that is a secret passage, right? Right? So basically what we are saying is that this should be like this, right? So that both sides, it looks now my problem is that if it's too big, right, if it's too big and you get stuck in it while the collision is getting reset, you will be pushed in one direction, right? And I don't want you to be pushed in outside of the dungeon, basically, right? So this was one of the reasons why I didn't do it big. Exactly. Exactly. So thinking about that, thinking about the collision problem, I think that it's probably then best if we just do it like this. And yes, it will look a bit like there is an empty spot, but I guess we don't care. I guess it's okay. Yeah, I didn't like the fact that it was looking like there was a niche. I remember now that I changed it for that purpose. Because I didn't like that. So, okay, so this will probably be fixed now that I resave it, right? But the problem is why the collision is not properly reset after right? And I think I know why, because we are not setting the collision on the mesh. Wait a second. Spawn door. So how do we set the collision? We set the collision on no, this is not here. It's not here. It's an ability manager. Yeah, exactly. Set collision enable, right? Set collision enable. So we do it, yeah, we do the difference if it's an actor and we do it on the wall actor, or if we do it on, okay, fine. So in the same way, right? In the same way, we should do it in the undo. Set actor enable, set collision enable. But do we pass the static mesh component? Ah, because we passed the static mesh component. We passed the static mesh component. No, I think here we get the actor. And actually we... No, but the re-enable works because I cannot go through it, right? The re-enable actually works. Is the detect that doesn't work again? Is this is secret contains that doesn't work again? So is the unique ID that is fucked up? Strange though, because it should be. What do you mean? I think there is a mess with the unique ID. So I'm getting the wrong unique ID pretty much. I think this is what is happening. There it is. Secret spawn secret passage mark unique ID not found, right? So what the hell? What? How it is possible that we get a zero ID? You crazy? No, I don't understand. I don't understand how we arrive here. It should never happen. It should never happen. Okay, we can test it. We can test it. I didn't change door 01, my friend. Okay, the last test, then I need to go. Then I have to go. But I think we made good progress. Huh? We made good progress. We can actually spawn the secret passage, right? And it's actually detected. And it works if it's a component or if it's an object. So now we have the problem of finding it again the second time, right? Which is only this problem of the unique ID. There's nothing else. So I think we made very good progress. I think it's basically done. We're like 90% done. I will have to retest the other cases, like I was saying, because we may have broken the other cases, but we can check that. But yeah, it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. Okay, let's do this last test and then I go. We also fixed the color. The color works. Now let's see if we fix the position. And I don't know how you can create a static mesh actor which is not a BP. I mean, I think you can do it only by code, right? Or by dropping a static mesh into the level. Drum roll. Let's go. 15 points well spent, Hula. 15 points very well spent. So we have to understand why the and I will force it, right? I will force it into this so that we are sure that we get at least one. Okay, so we got at least one. Now, the usual problem is finding it. But okay, now the color of this one is normal, but fine. Let me just be sure it's not okay. So we have at least one, guys. Okay, here it is. Is the position better? Yes. Well, this column is a bit shit, but okay. Is this the new room? Yeah, it's the new room. This column, but anyway. Okay, I think it's this guy. I think it's this guy. So what we want to do, we want to scan, and then we want to see if, yeah, the position seems to be correct. I think it's a bit too deep. I don't know. Let me go to the other side 1 second. No, the position is correct. The position is good. It's identical both sides. It's identical both sides. We will have to see if the position is the same also when it's an ending, a real ending, right? But it's okay. So if we scan this, we need to understand what kind of unique ID we get, right? Because that is what I think is not working. So the unique ID, let me do this. Scan. Okay. And let's see what unique ID we get, right? 66774. Okay. So we don't get here, right? 66774. Oh. Because we scanned something else. We scanned something else. Okay, fine. What are we scanning? I don't understand. What are we scanning? The room itself. Why? We are scanning the room itself. Can we stop scanning? How many times is scanning? It's 10 seconds, bro. Okay, so now after 15 seconds, we should arrive here, right? I think we arrived already. Fuck. Okay, let me scan again. And I want to see... 66774, yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, the problem is that we didn't... yeah, it contains it again. So we didn't remove it. The problem is that we didn't remove the object. I don't know why we didn't remove the object, but it seems that, or I'm not passing the proper ID, which is possible. Bro, why last so much? I don't understand. It should be 10 seconds. I have to check the timings because it seems there is something wrong with the timings. I think we are not passing the right ID in the undo secret door. Undo secret door. Twenty seconds. Static mesh component. Yeah, there is still a small bug here. Ah, because the actor is not a static mesh actor. Okay. It can be because this one now can be a generic actor. I think we can do it differently. We can do it like this. No, but wait. Now I have to test it more, guys, and I have to go now. But there is just a small bug in this code. This code is wrong at the moment because it's not considering the three different cases, right? And our case is falling through, so it's basically not. Ah, wait. I know why. Because if he's actor, we get the unique ID. If he's actor, we get the unique ID of this guy, right? If he's component, we get the unique ID of the component. Can you please? The unique ID of the component, right? Yeah. And this was the error. Yeah, this was the error. So it was not working for the component. Yeah, now I think it will reset properly. I just don't understand why the timing is so wrong, right? So it seems that we have a problem with the timing. So is or 10 seconds feels so long for whatever reason, but it seems to me that the actual ability is using 20 seconds instead of 10 seconds, right? Wait. No, I want to fix it. Wait. Time to expire. Yeah, exactly. What is this freaking time to expire, right? Time to expire is what? Time to expire. And no. I need two variables. I need the ability secret duration in seconds, how long you scan, and then there is ability secret collision duration or CD duration. It's too long, collision duration. How long the wall remains without collision, right? Exactly. Yeah, there was this. Yeah, I need two variables, otherwise. So this one is correctly 10. Exactly. This one is correctly 10, but this one... must be this, right? Okay. Okay, we may have fixed all the problems. We may have fixed all the problems. Boys, one last test, and then I have to jump into the bed and pass out instantly, like boom. Like sleep. Like snapping my fingers and saying sleep. Which is usually not the case, but I can try. I can try. It's building, it's building, it's building. Available now, the 2024 Dungeons and Dragons player handbook? What do you mean? Oh my god, there is another edition of Dungeons and Dragons. What is this? What is this? Dungeons and Dragons player handbook. No, I was just reading an email. Generating code. Okay, we are ready. Let's go. No, you know what? We don't even go in debug. Fuck debug. We go normal. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, because I have to go. Without debug. But without debug, I cannot force the... fuck. No, I need the debug. Because I have to force the secret passage, otherwise maybe we are unlucky, right? And we never get a secret passage. "50 years of adventure." Okay. Actually, the last test, but I think we fixed everything. If this works, we fixed everything. So we can say that it is actually good. Now, obviously those doors are a bit suspicious, right? You can say, there may be a secret passage. I know, but I can also give you a chance to find it, right? Based on the intelligence or what. So maybe some people will not be able to go through. The same way you will not be able to unlock, to pick lock, or you may not be able to brute force, right? So certain dungeons may be very easy and other ones may be harder, so may require a lot of people to actually... And we may change. And we may change the loot later on, right? So that there is more unique loot. At the moment, the loot is very simple. But I can make it better. Right? Everything can be done with the right time. And motivation. Okay, let's force at least one... okay, there is already one. GG. Fantastic. There is already one. Okay, one is there. One is there. I think pretty much there is always one in a dungeon of 15, which sounds okay to me. Okay, so now we just have to find it. I don't know if the difficulty is too easy. Oh wow, long corridor. Not here, not here. Ouch, I just got a trap. Not here. Okay, this guy. This guy, I don't know if it's too evident, right? But some will not be, and some you may not find it. But yeah, this one is most likely. I mean, it's not sure, right? It can be the end of the room as well. Yes, it is. So I can actually... I think when... I can actually go through for 20 seconds. For 20 seconds I can go through. And then after 20 seconds, this will disappear. Like now. This will disappear and it is impossible to pass. Okay. So now we need to see... So everything seems to work. Now we need to see if I can find it again. Fuck. I don't. Okay, so no, the second fix didn't work. The first fix worked, but the second fix didn't work. So we still didn't remove the proper thing. Okay, I will check it. But it should be a minor fix. It's just the removal problem. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. And meanwhile, if you want to click on follow on Twitch, that is definitely appreciated. And subscribe on YouTube. That would be also very nice. And remember that we have also a Patreon site. You can support us and you can download the game and play it. Just go to our website and you will find every single information. Bye-bye. Have a good night. Bye.